On this day, we come together to celebrate the lives, legacies, and cherished memories of remarkable personalities we've recently lost. We take a moment to reflect on their incredible journeys and the inspiration they continue to give us. We'll also talk about WWE stars who are facing struggles that have drawn love, support, and prayers from millions of fans. Subscribe now and be part of our family that keeps their stories alive.
Paul Orndorff, famously known as Mr. Wonderful, was one of professional wrestling's most captivating figures during the 1970s and 1980s. Born on April 29, 1949, in Winfield, Kansas, Orndorff showed early promise as a standout athlete, excelling in both football and wrestling in high school. He carried this talent into college, playing football at the University of Tampa before making the leap to professional wrestling in 1976. Orndorff quickly earned a reputation for his remarkable combination of athleticism, technical skill, and charisma. His striking physique and confident persona made him a natural star, and he rose to national prominence during his time in the WWF, particularly in the mid-1980s. One of the defining moments of his career came when he faced Hulk Hogan in a heated rivalry that led to an unforgettable match at the very first WrestleMania in 1985, a showdown that highlighted both men's drawing power and showmanship. Known for his powerful pile driver and dynamic in-ring storytelling, Orndorff also found success as a two-time World Tag Team Champion, winning titles alongside Hogan and his longtime partner, Jimmy Snuka. Fans admired him not only for his wrestling abilities, but for the energy and flair he brought to every performance. Even after injuries began to slow his career, Orndorff remained deeply respected in the wrestling community. He continued to appear at conventions and events, sharing stories and memories with fans. Later in life, he faced health struggles, including dementia, yet his impact on professional wrestling remains enduring. Paul Orndorff's legacy as Mr. Wonderful continues to inspire wrestlers and fans alike, celebrating a career built on talent, determination, and showmanship. Jay Briscoe, born Jamin Pugh on January 25, 1984, in Sandy Fork, Delaware, was a professional wrestling icon whose career left an indelible mark on the industry. Best known as one half of the legendary Briscoe Brothers tag team alongside his younger brother Mark, Jay became a cornerstone of Ring of Honor ROH, earning respect for his fierce intensity, passion, and commitment to the sport. Jay and Mark started wrestling at a young age, honing their skills in independent promotions before making their ROH debut in 2002. Almost immediately, the Briscoe brothers distinguished themselves with their relentless, high-energy style and undeniable chemistry. Over the years, they captured multiple ROH World Tag Team Championships, setting a standard for excellence in tag team wrestling and becoming enduring fan favorites. While his tag team success was immense, Jay also shone as a singles competitor, becoming a two-time ROH World Champion. His matches were defined by a rugged, no-nonsense approach that combined brawling, technical skill, and occasional high-flying maneuvers. Beyond the ring, Jay's promos and personality resonated deeply with fans, showcasing his dedication and love for wrestling. Outside of wrestling, Jay was a devoted husband and father, often expressing how much his family meant to him. His warmth and loyalty extended to his community and the many colleagues who considered him a friend and mentor. Tragically, Jay Briscoe passed away on January 17, 2023, at the age of 38. His sudden death was a profound loss to wrestling, but his legacy, marked by passion, dedication, and excellence, continues to inspire fans and wrestlers alike. Jay Briscoe's influence on ROH and independent wrestling remains enduring, ensuring he will never be forgotten. Born on February 20th, 1921, Buddy Rogers, famously known as the original Nature Boy, remains one of the most iconic figures in professional wrestling history. With his flamboyant style, sharp wit, and undeniable charisma, Rogers set the standard for what it meant to be a larger-than-life wrestling star. Long before the likes of Ric Flair dazzled fans with their charisma and flair, Rogers had already carved out a legacy that blended athleticism with showmanship in a way the wrestling world had never seen. Rogers began his wrestling journey in the 1940s, quickly making a name for himself with his technical skill and magnetic presence. Audiences were drawn not just to his matches, but to the persona he crafted: sophisticated, confident, and always entertaining. In 1963, he achieved a historic milestone by becoming the first-ever WWE Champion, a testament to his impact and popularity. His in-ring style, which combined precise technique with dramatic flair, included signature moves like the figure-4 leg lock, a hold that would later become a cornerstone for many future wrestling legends. Beyond his performances, Rogers had a significant influence on the wrestling business itself. His ability to captivate crowds and bring attention to the sport helped elevate professional wrestling into mainstream entertainment. Even after stepping away from active competition, he remained a guiding figure in the wrestling community, offering mentorship and sharing his experiences with younger generations. Despite facing health challenges in his later years, Buddy Rogers' legacy never waned. He is remembered not just for his championship reigns or signature moves, but for the style, charisma, and showmanship he brought to the ring. His influence continues to inspire wrestlers today, solidifying his place as a true pioneer and a lasting icon in the world of professional wrestling. Bruiser Brody, born Frank Donald Goodish, was a larger-than-life professional wrestler whose wild energy and fearless in-ring style made him one of the most memorable figures in wrestling history. Towering at over 6 feet and exuding raw power, Brody was the embodiment of a brawler, unpredictable, intense, and impossible to ignore. Fans were drawn to his untamed persona, seeing him not just as a performer, but as a legitimate tough guy who brought chaos wherever he went. Brody's career spanned promotions across the United States, Japan, and Puerto Rico, where he left an indelible mark on every audience he encountered. He was particularly known for taking matches outside the ring, turning them into wild, no-holds-barred brawls that became his signature. His feuds with legends like Abdullah the Butcher, Stan Hansen, and the Von Erich family are still talked about as some of wrestling's most brutal and compelling rivalries. Beyond his physical prowess, Brody was fiercely independent and unafraid to speak his mind. He demanded respect from promoters and peers alike, refusing to compromise on how he was treated. This no-nonsense attitude made him both respected and controversial, a true maverick who played by his own rules. Tragically, Bruiser Brody passed away at the age of 42, leaving a shockwave through the wrestling world. Yet, his legacy endures. He is remembered as a pioneer of hardcore wrestling and as an inspiration for future generations of wrestlers who embraced his raw, chaotic style. Brody's influence can still be felt in the ring today, and his posthumous induction into multiple wrestling halls of fame cements his place as one of the sport's most iconic and unforgettable figures. Jermaine Haley, also known as Bronson Reed, was born on 25th August 1988 in Adelaide, Australia, a city celebrated for its rich sporting culture, close-knit communities, and love for athletic pursuits. From a young age, Jermaine exhibited remarkable physical aptitude and an innate curiosity for sports, often immersing himself in multiple athletic activities that tested his strength, agility, and endurance. Growing up in a supportive family environment, his parents and siblings encouraged him to explore his interests, providing both guidance and motivation that would shape his early life. Even as a teenager, Jamin's imposing frame, standing at 1.83 meters and weighing 157 kilograms, made him a natural presence in any physical activity he pursued, drawing attention not just for his size but for his determination and work ethic. While he dabbled in several sports, it was professional wrestling that captured his imagination most deeply, offering a unique combination of athleticism, performance, and storytelling that resonated with his personal ambitions and creative instincts. His early years in Adelaide instilled in him not only the physical tools needed for wrestling, but also a mindset of discipline, perseverance, and humility that would become a defining aspect of both his professional and personal life. Introduction to wrestling. Jamin's journey into professional wrestling began in his native Australia, where he trained under seasoned local professionals who immediately recognized his potential. Early coaches noted not just his size and strength, but also his natural ring presence and ability to grasp the psychology behind wrestling, a skill that separates successful wrestlers from those who rely solely on brute force. Jamin devoted himself to mastering both technical maneuvers and the performance elements of wrestling, understanding that the sport demanded a balance of skill, athleticism, and audience engagement. In the Australian wrestling circuit, he quickly earned a reputation as a powerhouse athlete, capable of dominating opponents while maintaining a versatile, dynamic style that kept fans engaged and entertained. His early matches were not only a showcase of strength, but also a testament to his commitment to craft, as he tirelessly refined his technique, studied his competitors, and learned to tell a compelling story within the ring. This period of disciplined growth established a solid foundation for his later career, demonstrating that talent paired with persistence and strategic thinking could open doors to opportunities far beyond his home country. Professional wrestling career beginnings. In the early stages of his career, Jamin competed across Australian wrestling promotions, earning respect from both fans and fellow wrestlers for his technical ability and charismatic presence. His wrestling style was a rare combination, raw power fused with surprising agility, allowing him to execute moves that many wrestlers of his size could not attempt. As he developed his persona, Jamin emphasized qualities that audiences could connect with: determination, courage, and a subtle sense of humor that balanced his imposing physicality. This early period was defined by continuous learning, long hours of training, and a willingness to take risks in the ring, all of which positioned him as a standout figure within the local wrestling scene. He built a reputation not only as a competitor, but as a storyteller, someone who could make every match feel significant, regardless of the scale of the promotion. By the time he began attracting attention internationally, Jamin had already established the mindset, technique, and audience rapport necessary to succeed on the world stage, proving that a combination of discipline, creativity, and hard work could transform raw talent into professional excellence. Journey to WWE. Jamin Haley's talents did not remain confined to Australia for long. WWE, widely regarded as the pinnacle of professional wrestling, identified his potential and offered him a platform to reach a global audience. Upon signing with WWE, he adopted the ring name Bronson Reed, a moniker that captured his imposing physical presence while allowing him to craft a character that fans could relate to and rally behind. Joining the Raw brand, Bronson immediately made an impact with his combination of strength, agility, and technical prowess, delivering matches that were as exciting as they were precise. His inclusion in the Vision stable provided a unique opportunity to collaborate with other wrestlers, share the spotlight, and contribute meaningfully to complex storylines, further enhancing his credibility and visibility within the organization. Bronson's rise in WWE was not sudden. It was the result of years of meticulous preparation, discipline, and an understanding of what it takes to engage fans while maintaining authenticity. Each performance highlighted not only his physical abilities, but also his commitment to storytelling, demonstrating that a successful wrestler must be both an athlete and a performer. In-ring style and persona. Bronson Reed's wrestling style is distinguished by its rare combination of raw strength, strategic agility, and precise execution. Unlike many wrestlers of similar size, he emphasizes movement, timing, and versatility, making his matches dynamic and unpredictable. Fans admire his ability to seamlessly blend high-impact maneuvers with calculated technical skills, creating moments that are both thrilling and highly entertaining. Beyond his physical performance, Bronson's persona adds depth to his appeal. He is not merely a dominant figure, but a relatable character whose competitive spirit and clear motivations resonate with audiences. This balance of power and personality allows him to connect with fans on multiple levels, whether they are drawn to his athleticism, his charisma, or the sense that he embodies both the physical and human aspects of professional wrestling. His approach to matches, where each move is deliberate and each story arc carefully constructed, reflects a sophisticated understanding of the sport and a dedication to excellence that has kept him relevant and respected in the wrestling community. Career highlights and achievements. Throughout his WWE tenure, Bronson Reed has delivered numerous memorable performances that solidified his reputation as a top-tier athlete. Known for his ability to dominate opponents with sheer power while maintaining agility and finesse, he has participated in high-profile matches that tested his versatility and showcased his technical skills. His alignment with the Vision stable further enhanced his role within WWE, giving him the platform to demonstrate leadership, teamwork, and in-ring intelligence. Each storyline, feud, and championship pursuit has been an opportunity for Bronson to build his legacy, demonstrating not only physical dominance, but also a capacity for storytelling that keeps fans invested in his journey. His career reflects a careful balance of athletic achievement, audience engagement, and personal growth, proving that success in wrestling requires far more than strength alone. Personal life. Outside the ring, Jermaine Haley leads a grounded, family-oriented life. He is married to Paige Haley, and together they share a child, creating a supportive and nurturing environment that provides stability amid the demanding schedule of professional wrestling. His life outside the sport includes personal fitness, community engagement, and mentoring aspiring athletes, reflecting his belief in giving back and using his platform for positive influence. Despite his international success, Jermaine remains deeply connected to his Australian roots, frequently speaking about the lessons learned in Adelaide: discipline, hard work, humility, and the importance of staying true to oneself. These values are evident not only in his professional conduct, but in his interactions with fans, colleagues, and the broader wrestling community, where he is regarded as approachable, respectful, and inspirational. Current status and future prospects. As of 2025, Bronson Reed continues to perform on WWE's Raw brand, maintaining his role as a prominent figure within the Vision stable. His presence in the organization reflects both his continued athletic excellence and his evolving capacity as a performer, capable of adapting to new storylines, audience expectations, and competitive challenges. Outside WWE programming, he remains committed to personal development, fitness, and mentoring younger wrestlers who look up to him as a role model. With his combination of skill, charisma, and experience, Bronson is poised to achieve even greater milestones, whether in championship pursuits, high-profile matches, or as a mentor and ambassador for the sport. His journey demonstrates a careful balance of preparation, opportunity, and resilience, showing that true success in professional wrestling is earned through consistent effort, adaptability, and a genuine connection with fans. Like many professional athletes, Jermaine Haley, known in the wrestling world as Bronson Reed, has faced significant physical challenges that tested both his body and mental resilience. Perhaps the most notable of these was a severely broken right ankle, which included a serious injury to the talus bone. This type of injury is particularly challenging, as it affects not only mobility, but also long-term athletic performance, requiring meticulous medical attention and a carefully structured rehabilitation plan. For Jermaine, the recovery process became a testament to his dedication, discipline, and mental strength. He approached every stage of rehabilitation with focus, working closely with medical professionals, physiotherapists, and trainers to restore strength, flexibility, and confidence in his physical abilities. Beyond the physical effort, the process demanded patience and consistency, qualities that have defined Jermaine's approach to wrestling since the beginning of his career. Rather than allowing the setback to define him, he used it as an opportunity to deepen his understanding of his own body, improve his training methods, and reinforce the mental toughness required to thrive in professional sports. This period in his career not only highlighted his perseverance, but also underscored his commitment to returning stronger, showing fans and fellow athletes alike that overcoming adversity requires both resilience and a strategic approach to recovery. It was a chapter that, while difficult, ultimately contributed to shaping Jermaine into a more complete athlete and a more grounded individual, emphasizing the importance of health, longevity, and careful preparation alongside the pursuit of wrestling excellence. Current status and WWE career highlights. As of late 2025, Jermaine Haley remains a prominent performer on WWE's Raw brand, fully engaged in storylines, matches, and creative arcs that continue to showcase his dynamic abilities. Over the course of his WWE career, he has been involved in memorable bouts and high-profile moments that solidify his reputation, both in the ring and among fans worldwide. His wrestling style, which blends sheer power with agility and strategy, has allowed him to stand out in an industry that prizes both athletic